Welcome all. We have already started our sixth lesson, that is physical quantities. So there are many physical quantities, but the majority of them are related to each other. For example, if you consider mass, if you consider weight, they are related to each other. Now mass is a scalar quantity, whereas weight is a vector quantity. Now scalar quantity means what? That day only we have seen. Yes, the quantity which can be measured in only magnitude is called as scalar quantity. And what is meant by vector quantity? Yes, the quantity which can be expressed in magnitude and direction is said to be as vector quantity. My vector quantity consists of a direction. For example, I am traveling 300 km from here to Pune or from here to Mumbai. This is said to be as the vector quantity. Why? Because I am traveling 300 kilometers. I know that. But I am also giving one direction from here to Mumbai or from here to Pune. If I was saying 300 kilometers, then it was an scalar quantity. But I am saying right now I am going 300 kilometer towards the north, 200 kilometer towards the south. So that time I am specifying the direction, and that's why it is a vector quantity. For example, you have learned that this quantity speed is the ratio of distance and time. We are knowing speed, how it is measured. Yes, we have studied this in 6th standard. Yes, the distance travelled upon time is said to be as speed. How much you are travelling, how much distance you are covering in how much particular period of time is said to be as the speed. So speed is given to you, or speed is dependent upon these two quantities. One is distance and another one is time. Okay. Now fundamental quantities means what? It is not enough to select a few out of many quantities and standardize their units. For example, I have told you that day also, if you are going to the shopkeeper, if you are not having a particular unit for it, give me 2 but potatoes, give me 4 sugar. We cannot say this unless and until we use a proper unit for it. For example, then only we can say it. Give me 2 kg sugar, give me 4 kilo potato. So unit are that much only important, how much these all quantities are. It is not enough to select a few quantity out of which many quantities and standardize the units. You can see from the above examples that the units of quantities length and time need to be standardized. Such quantities are said to be as fundamental quantities and the units are said to be as standard unit. Yes, for example, distance. Distance is measured into centimeter, meter, kilometer. So these are the standard units for it. For example, if you are measuring a cloth, you are measuring it in a meter. If you are anytime verifying a liquid thing, you are verifying or you are using the units such as liter, milliliter. So these are the standardized unit. Okay. Of course, a standard fundamental unit must be available to all and it must be not variable. Variable means what? For example, 2 kg over here and 2 kg in Kuda or Kankavli will be not different. It will be the same. So this unit which you are specifying, it will not vary. It is not going to change from place to place. It is standardized unit, means everywhere in the world these units are being used. Now what are the international systems of unit? An international system of units based on 7 fundamental units called as System International SI unit. It is currently used all over the world, which is also called as metric system. I have told you just now, these standard units are not only mentioned over here. Few names are there which are only for the local purpose. Okay, and few names they are not been recognized over here. They are only recognized, these names like they are recognized all over the world. So they are said to be as international system of unit or as system international or as metric system, which is identified by the whole world. The name and the symbol of the units of the fundamental quantities length, time and mass in the system are given in the following table. You can see over here, quantity is length, the name of the unit is meter, means length is measured in meter, and the symbol given to you is m. Mass, it is measured in kilogram, the unit name is kilogram and the symbol is kg. Time is measured in second, and sometimes we are writing symbol as S also, and sometimes we are writing SEC also. Okay, you can see now here in yellow color box what they have mentioned. Standards of the fundamental quantities. As the standard of the mass, a solid cylinder made of a platinum iridium alloy is kept in the International Bureau of Weights and Measures at Paris. As the standard of mass, a solid cylinder which is made from a platinum iridium alloy. Alloy means what? Yes, it is mixture of two things. Means a particular method which cannot be presented in a pure form. That time it is combined with some other metal and it is said to be as alloy. For example, gold also. If you can see, gold you are not properly completely using for making an ornaments, because gold is a soft metal, it can break easily. That's why copper is been added in the gold for making ornaments. So what is meant by alloy? Yes, there is one standard mass of a solid cylinder which is made from platinum and iridium, which is kept in the International Bureau of Weights and Measures at Paris. It is one institution over there. This cylinder alloy which is in cylindrical shape, it has been kept there. As per the international agreement, this mass is called 1 kilogram. Whatever the mass which is kept over there, as per the standard unit, it is said to be as 1 kg. Official accurate copies of these prototypes are kept in standardizing laboratories, institutes all over the world. So this unit was specifically decided over there, and everyone, wherever there are these measuring units, everywhere they have placed this so that they will be having a standard unit to define 1 kg means how many grams. Okay, it will not vary from place to place. Two fine lines are engraved on the platinum iridium bar kept in the International Bureau of Weights and Measure at Paris. They have drawn one small two lines over it. The distance between these two lines is accepted as the standard meter, and the distance between the two parallel lines is said to be as the standard meter. Accurate copies of these prototypes are made and distributed to the standardized laboratories and institutes. So the institute and the laboratories which are working for, which are looking for the weight and all this purpose, they are having this copy of this prototype. Okay, the time required for one revolution of the earth is measured by the means of the accurate device. This time is taken as 24 hours. We are knowing when earth is completing one rotation around itself, it takes 24 hours, and when it completes one revolution around itself, one revolution around the sun, it takes about 365 days and 6 hours. So these are the standard days we are knowing about. For leap year we are knowing it is 366 days. How that one day is added, that we have already studied in 5th standard. To standardize 1 second, 1 hour, it is considered to have 60 minutes in one, and 1 minute consists of 60 seconds. So we are knowing this all standard unit. Tomorrow anyone cannot claim that 1 minute is equal to 59 seconds. Sorry, it will be totally contradictory statement. Why? Because this is not possible. Okay. So the great scientist, when man felt the need to measure things, he started by using the part of his own body for the purpose. Earlier there were no units, there was no kg, there were no grams, there were no liters, there were no milliliters, nothing like that. So what the person of the earlier people used to do, they used to take their hand and measure a thing. Okay, for this purpose they were using their body parts. In Egypt in ancient time, the distance from man's elbow to the tip of the middle finger was called as cubit. If for example a man elbow means you all are knowing, from that your middle finger tip means what, the topmost part, that much distance was used and it was called as cubit. This measure would differ from person to person. Like me, if a person is short, it will be lesser one. If someone hand is little big, like tall one, like, so it will be little more big of them. The one who is taller, he will be also having the more bigger distance. So it was differing from person to person. We cannot say that will be the perfect one. 1 kg in one shop is not different and another kg in another shop cannot be different. It will be same itself. Okay, so this was problem occurring that time. So what they have decided, they have kept their king's cubit as the standard one. If anyone want to measure the cubit, if anyone want to measure something, they were holding the king's hand that distance, and it was considered to be as the standard one. In olden times, the weight of the gold we weighed the gold in the unit called as gunj. So gold was earlier measured in gunj. Nowadays it is measured in grams, milligrams, kg. Kg is hard to see also. We are measuring in grams itself. And hourglass is also used for measuring time. Have you seen one of them? Hourglass means you are knowing that the sand glass, it was kept upside down. Earlier the people used to understand by that glass also, if that whole sand was coming down, that much particular time was covered. So the last part of this lesson we are going to see. Identify the wrong method of measurement shown in the picture. The boy is holding a particular hand and he is measuring the distance. Will it be correct? No. You cannot measure a liquid things like that by pouring into one bowl from the another one. You are using the scale, it is correct. You are using the balance, it is also correct. Okay, so these are the correct method of using. Now the importance of the accurate measurement. We will be thinking what will happen because of 1 second. What will happen if we will go 1 second less late to the school? What will happen if I reduce 1 kg? What will happen if I ate 1 kg, or if I am growing by weight? So you will be not having any problem, or you will not face any problem. But think of the one who is running in an Olympics. What will happen if they missed their running race for 1 second? You are knowing the importance of that 1 second. If the topper, the first one who is going and clearing the line, is completing the race in 10 minutes 6 seconds, and if the second one is scoring it into 10 minutes 7 seconds, so what is the difference between them of 1 second? So that 1 second is that important. You will be not knowing it. The one who is knowing the importance of it, he will always keep this in mind. So importance of accurate measurement. How accurate a measurement must be depend upon its purpose. Where it is used, there it will be important. A cloth, if it extend by 1 centimeter also, there will be no issue for the shopkeeper. But if you are using it for a particularly competition type, that time it will matter a lot. Accordingly, an appropriate device has to be used for the measurement. If you are not using a proper scale, a proper protector, if you are not using the proper compass, you will face a problem in all of the construction part. Accordingly, you are supposed to use an appropriate device. Measurement of the substances that are precious, of great importance and used in very small quantities is done meticulously and accurately. For example, gold. Can you think anyone will give you 1 gram of gold free? I just take it. You have asked for a shopkeeper for 2 gram of gold, and if by mistake he gave you 3 gram, never this will happen. Why? They are not supposed to give you milligram also for free. How they are going to give you gram? Because the cost of it is so high that they cannot take upon that loss for themselves. So always remember, these precious things like gold, platinum, silver is always measured precisely. Due to the advancement in technology, devices that measure very small magnitudes of the quantities like distance, mass, time and temperature are available now. Temperature is also measured specified. For example, distance and time in connection is very important in sport competition, mass of the goal and body temperature. I have told you, when competition is held and whenever you are using these clocks or stopwatches, they should be proper. Okay, so these are the importance for it. And what are the major causes of error in measurement? If your instrument is not proper, what will happen? Not using an appropriate device and not using a device properly may give a big loss for you. Okay, make a list possible errors that can cause. Do you really get as many liters of petrol in the petrol pump indicates? Have you ever thought of it? You have one, for example, I have asked for 100 rupees petrol. It will be giving somewhere about 1 liter, 110 milliliter like. So is it accurate? Have you thought about it? Okay, the next part will be, to ensure this, it is necessary to check it against a standard measure of time to time. This is called as standardization. Standardization means for you are using your instrument properly. If you are ensuring that it is working properly, that time only it is said to be a standardization. Similarly, it is necessary to standardize the weights and the measures used in the market. Whatever the weight they are using, the shopkeeper is using for balancing, it should be proper. There should be no fault in it. While buying the things from the grocery shop, the vegetable market, remember to look of the following things. Does the balance carry the stamp of standardization? Does it hold the stamp of ISI, like Indian Standard Unit like? Or is it having the symbol of SI, that is standard unit? Just check up for it. Is that balance stable? Stable means what? Is it weighed properly from the both the sides, or it is going one side up and one side down? Is the pointer correctly upright? just think about it, just see properly, and then only purchase the thing. To prevent the consumers being cheated, the weights and measures subdivision function as a part of the Food Urban Supply and Consumer Protection Division of the government. They are looking after this institution. What they are doing, they are looking if the measures which are being used, the instruments are used, they are standardized or not. These officers are going and visiting the different shops place to place. They are looking for their balance machine also. And if anyone is found cheating the person, they are hold and they are supposed to be having paying some fine. Okay. So always remember, if you are having any default, if you are having any fault in your machine, just check it out before it will be very late. Okay. I hope you have understood this lesson. So there is one small part they have given over here. During the rainy season, you might have read the news regarding how much water is collecting in the dam. So how much water is being released and about the present stock of the dam. Do you know how it is connected? Yes, 1 TMC means what I have told you, 1000 million cubic feet. 1 cubic foot means 28.317 liter. So 1 TMC, that is 1000 million cubic feet, is somewhere about, we cannot count also, it is so big. 1000 like 28, more big it is like. So it will be somewhere about billions like. Okay, so that is 28.317 thousand million liters. It is out of our calculation also. So always remember one thing, that whenever you are going to the shopkeeper, whenever you are going in the shop, just see the measures are being proper or not. Okay, I hope you have understood this lesson. The question answers will be given by me. So thank you.